All right. So what we're going to do right now is we're going to go over the documentation for the care staff in Yardi. Yardi is our electronic health record. The As a caregiver, it's your job to provide care services to the resident, and we need to document that, and you guys need to take credit for the work that you're doing for the resident. So we're gonna do it live demonstration. So we chart it's Yardi one. We have charting tablets located in the lounge area on each floor. There's a tablet mounted to the wall. There is so your username is your email, right? When you're signed up for Yardi, it's your email. If you don't know what your username is, or you forget, I printed out and laminated a piece of paper, has your name and then a masked email. So it has enough information you can infer what your username is. And then your password. You're going to have to remember your password. If you don't remember your password, it's fine. Hit forgot password, and it'll send an email reset link to you. So make sure it's the email that you have access to. It's not like a throwaway junk email that's not on your phone. Make sure it's something that you have access to all the time. If you put in your password a couple times, or what you think is your password, and it doesn't go forward, just stop, hit forgot password. If you try and enter it too many times, it'll lock the account, and then you're gonna have to call the home office and ask Aaron to unlock it. And what they'll do is they'll send an administrative reset link to your email on file. So anyway, for this demonstration, you just know your username and password. We're going to hit login, and here you'll have a screen similar to this. As we go through this, you'll see I have more permissions on and access to different systems that you want to have access to, but all the things that I'm clicking on, you guys have access to. So we're charting in Voyager Plus is what we want. You'll get a screen like this. There is a drop down. It says like live test, EHR training. You don't need to worry about any of that. Just leave it at live and hit sign in. This is marking and ignore it. After you click login, you'll have a screen that looks similar to this. Again, I have more stuff, but it's the same build out. You should see your name here in the top right. If you click that, you can edit your PIN. So as you chart, it's going to ask you for your PIN. And it's to just keep people from just clicking through stuff without looking at it, really. And verifies, like if you left the screen open, you got called away, somebody couldn't document on your behalf. But so change it to something memorable. The default's 1, 2, 3, 4, but change it to something that you will remember. If for some reason it goes, hey, that's not your PIN, you could always just X out of what you're doing, go to your name, and edit your PIN and change it. No email required. You can just do that in real time. All right. So you're a morning caregiver, and it's you finished all your care, and you're gonna document all the care for your residents that you did that morning. So we're gonna go to care with a heart, and we're gonna go to Carestream. You know, I have way more options than you guys are gonna see, but you're gonna go to Carestream. All right, and you will see a screen that looks just like this. Yardi is very specific with disciplines and filters and that sort of thing. The task that you will see is based on your role within the company. So if you're a caregiver, a med tech, a nurse, you guys will see different levels of stuff. What I want you guys to do in this discipline box right here is I want you to hit the X. And I wanted to say choose, like it's blank. You don't want anything in there. It's going to make everything way easier. It's cleaner. Just X that out. You'll have to do it every time. Every time that you come to this screen, you're going to have to hit that X. Make sure it's blank. That way you know that you're not seeing things that you don't need to. It's not helpful. It's for somebody else. the way the service plans are set up, you'll see just what you need to see. So we can pick what range of the day are we going to be documenting on. So you can get really specific, and you could say like if you know somebody gets toileted at like 8 a.m. in the morning, right? It's due at 8. It's a hard time. And you want to document it right after it's done, you can select morning here, 7 a.m. to 10:59 a.m. If it's the end of the day and you've done all of your care, and you just want to document on all of your people and just knock it out, I would advise clicking on the one for the end of your shift, because it'll include all of the care tasks to that time and previous. So it'll be the whole day worth of care, and you could just knock it out. So that's what we're going to do here. So you would click afternoon, but I'm going to cut here and go to a resident screen and do some privacy stuff to protect their information. And I'll be with you in just one. All right, so here we are on the Carestream page. Generally, where my video is, you would see a picture of the resident, and then a drop down where you can jump from resident to resident. You just start typing in the resident's name, and you can jump ahead. I have that covered up for privacy. I'll also put a little smudge here to obscure resident information. Um, as you go through Carestream and you're documenting on your residents, you can use the back and forward buttons, and that'll allow you to cycle through your people as you're documenting on them. So you don't have to worry about any of these buttons here. You don't have to worry about any of this here. We're just looking at these tasks. So there's a couple different things that can show up. It can be tasks that just need to be charted for the shift. So things like personal hygiene, dressing, that sort of thing. Because our residents have behaviors or might be reluctant to care due to the nature of the building, we don't really put hard times on that because it's not reasonable, right? So it's documenting care like that throughout the shift. The second is specific times. So if somebody gets toileted at specific times a day, there'll be specific times of the day in which that needs to happen, and that'll be indicated here. The third is informational. So it might be information like resident likes to take a nap at 1 p.m. daily. That's not necessarily going to be something that you're going to need to sign off on as completed, but it's information that the health and wellness director wanted to communicate to you as a caregiver. So we have a few things here. We have where our scenario is where we're the morning caregiver. It's mid morning or like an hour before the end of shift, and we're going to document our people. I'm sitting down at the tablet, and we're going to take credit for this care that we've done, right? So here we have dressing, grooming, and toileting. So what we're going to do, we did all those things. So we're going to put these check marks right there on that. You just as an aside, you won't see medications. That's for the med techs. I again just have more permissions, so I can see everything that's done. The only thing that'll show up for you is the stuff that you need to document or be aware of on those informational entries. So we've marked the things that we've done, and we're going to hit chart selected. All right. So this is the screen that it brings up. And what we're going to do is we're going to chart on these things. So we have a couple of options. Either it was done, not a problem, nothing happened, we can just hit completed, and that's green, it's good to go. But what if something else happened? Well, there's literally a drop down right here. It says something else happened. So we got her dressed for the day, not a problem. Refuse to brush your teeth. So what we can do is something else happened, and the notes, you want to add a note like resident refused after several attempts, um, nurse notified, right? So once you enter that and click somewhere else on the screen, it'll say, oh, that should be done. So we're gonna do resident refused, put the note in, and then you just don't put that note in and think that they're gonna see it. If something comes up and care is delayed or a resident refused or anything of that nature, you still need to notify your med tech, floor nurse, RCC, or health and wellness director. You need to verbally tell them, or however they prefer to be communicated to, that something out of the ordinary happened and some task did not happen, because it might be a pattern of behavior. They may need to speak to the family about it. It might be an indication of a medical issue, something. So you need to communicate that verbally, or however you've been told that you need to communicate resident issues, um, to that person. Don't think that they're just going to see this note. This is for documentation. All right. And then toileting went fine. That went fine. And now you can get specific. You can say like, hey, the toileting happened at 9 a.m. Right? And it's just as easy as clicking on the clock and adjusting it. So I know that all this stuff happened. I'm gonna take off the I know all this happened. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hit sign and chart. And we're going to put in that pin. Remember, you can click on your name in the top right, and change that pin to whatever you might need it to be. So we'll put in our pin, and that's it. So those tasks that we had, listed out, those are gone. And now it's the stuff that's coming up, like evening care or this med or another toileting. So, so you documented that. The care item that you were supposed to document went away. You can't see it anymore. It means it's good to go. And you can click next on your next person. And you'll just go through those people. Now, those eight to 10 residents that you need to document on, you just go through, and that's really it. When you are done with your documentation, you'll want to come up to the top right here and you'll want to log out. Logging out makes sure that nobody accidentally hops on your Yardi and charts on patients like there are residents like there, you did that care. Everybody needs to take credit, and document for the things that they do. So don't share your accounts, and make sure that you log out when you're done, charting. Thank you so much, for your attention. If you have any questions at all, uh, ask the med tech, the floor nurse, Katie, or myself. We all have, pretty deep knowledge when it comes to documenting Yardi.